falls to his
Trumpeter
death.
gets a heart attack, and like that's it, folks. Like we're going home. Okay.
We're getting a note that we might be missing the next quarters match. I'm up for it either direction. How you feeling, Nick?
I want to know, dude. Do you have visuals on Twitch chat?
I do not.
Because, okay, how about this? Twitch chat. You guys vote whether or not you want to see losers quarters. If you want to go ahead and move onward, then we can go ahead and fast forward past it. We'll give them what, like 20, 30 seconds to make their vote. Yeah. That's Hoppy versus Squanto. And yeah, honestly, both these guys were playing so sick that I'm fine to watch it.
Yeah, I mean, Squanto's been out of his mind.
So do we have results for the poll?
Cool.
All right, let's do it. We got
more
Ethereal Gates as game 1. It is going to be the Rano versus the Maple. Huge blast on stage. Actually, a stage that we haven't really seen much in the past few hours, actually.
I think this is the first time we've seen it today, right?
I did see it earlier when Wisely and MSB were commentating, so like near the very early parts of the bracket. But lately, no.
But for our sets.
Yeah, for our sets, we haven't seen it, the two of us.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Right now, dead even percents. Straight hits from the both players.
Using invincibility on the parry to go through the marker too. Great stuff there from Squanto.
Ooh, right. That was... I love that Squanto kind of waited a little bit to see what the DI angle was, and then was able to line up his smash attack right afterwards.
Yikes, and then 35% right off the free. Which, honestly, from what we've seen from Squanto so far today, is a little light. We've seen him take those parries, and it's just like, nope, you're dead.
Honestly, a part of it might also just be the weight, right? For Maple, because she is just so light, it might be way harder to get those elaborate kick combos that he was finding on everybody else.
Oh! You thought he was out of the way of it, and the trade leads to his death.
Oh man, I just kind of love seeing just like the challenge of the dive kick with the uppercut and the uppercut winning, but Squanto closes up that next stock immediately afterwards.
Oh, and we see the full poison right now. And that's such a great thing for Ranos, right? It's like, oh, your opponent comes down with invincibility, you wait it out, and then you get the full needle salvo.
It's nice, yeah. Ooh, just barely out of range of the tongue.
But single up air.
This is tough though, especially like Squanto, yeah, backing up just barely in that edge guard, waiting for Hoppy to do something laggy enough to punish, but Hoppy wasn't giving him anything.
Hoppy, I feel like could have a lot more, but I mean, a little bit of spaghetti from both players, not a stock yet.
Yeah, huge blast zones, that's one of the benefits, or the drawbacks, depends on where you're sitting. Last hit does the trick that time, 90% though on hoppyKnitz, even with Ethereal Gates. This is still a little bit scary for him.
You see this combo here, Hoppy holding him in the corner the entire time too, but the tongue lash, they're able to rocket him across the other side of the stage and go back into neutral. And the parry will do it!
Yeah, Squanto's going to go ahead and pick that up, and I think a big part of that is like, I mean, they are playing different characters, but like we saw Squanto when he had control of the ledge was always careful to like keep just enough space so he can react to anything, and that's kind of the drawback of standing right in the corner and pressing buttons, is that if a character has some elaborate like tongue method of like going really high and around, you don't really put yourself in as good of a position to track that and punish that. But of course, because you're playing Maple and you do have those stubby lens, it's kind of like a choice you have to make. It's like either you hang back and maybe make a read with a smash attack and then put yourself still threatening those longer recoveries, or you do something where it's a little bit easier option coverage, but there's the potential for the opponents to just sneak out altogether.
And speaking of first time on stream for us today, we're going to see Game 2 on Rockwall. Yeah,
the two of us having on to commentate on this stage either. These guys are just letting us tour the rest of the wonderful world of Aether. How nice. But this is actually really scary to fight any character with a great comboing forward air, right? So I'm looking at a Rano, and I'm looking at a Maple, and that could be really scary when you're caught off stage.
Oh, for sure. I mean, we saw the timer back earlier. It's kind of a short match this one, so I'm kind of curious to see how this snowballs in one direction or the other.
Okay, well, it looks like we start off with a down strong.
Ooh.
Catching the tech in place, Squanto looking very good now.
Doesn't even connect with all of hits, but still manages to rack up almost 80%.
Yeah, which means, like, if he finds himself another parry, right, he can line up another down strong, and that could be it for the next stock. So, still really scary, looking for the up strong instead. Hoppy comes out swinging.
Yeah, any parry, any down tilt right now. Ronald looking really comfortable.
Yep. Parry into down strong.
And you see him just immediately jump to that corner, too. Whether it was the Mega Super Jump on the first stock or the up B on the second stock, literally puts himself out of harm's way.
Gets in the first dart into fair, not able to get anything further, but still getting a solid punish. The tongue able to keep people in check that far away.
For TI, not quite enough, but the up air will do it.
What a good catch.
Squanto looking very comfortable in this losers quarters match.
Yeah, this is this might just be a 3-0. We see actually hoppyKnitz with a character counter pick. We have Spiritory as the stage and Zetterburn as the character.
Speaking of first time on stream is Aether today too.
It's like I hadn't noticed all of these things that we didn't get to commentate that the other people got to see right before us.
However, this is a Zetter off stage, and I don't care who you're playing. Zetter off stage is always a good thing for you.
Oh yeah, oh absolutely. Because Zetter off stage is one of those situations like, well, Zetter's not currently killing me, which means you're doing fantastic, right? Like,
right.
that is always what you're looking for. Because when Zetter gets in, you just evaporate. Like this is, the thing is, like, we see actually like a lot of really top players in Rivals of Aether have a strongly competent Zetterburn, and that's part of the reason. Is like it also doesn't matter who he's up against. If Zetter gets in, your stock is gone.
Yeah, and look at this right. Oh, okay, got the shine. And he gets the connection there, too. Jesus, G-Pick, what a turnaround with this Zetter.
I actually honestly had no idea Hoppy's Zetter was on this level. This is fantastic.
Yeah, part of the pun, but playing on fire right now.
Gonna just sneak just below the lip of the ledge, trying to go right above the platform, and still Squanto able to have more than enough time to react to that. That's the hard thing about recovering with this character, is that so many of his recovery options are so telegraphed. Like, all he's got that's kind of unexpected is the flip, right?
Right, the kitty flip.
But aside from that, like everything else, that's what makes the flip useful. Uh-oh, here we go! Oh my god!
See you later!
Just like that!
Goodbye and good night, we're in an even game.
And he's not letting up at all either. Uh-oh. Very important with tongue. Yep.
Yikes.
That is also not the cleanest DI, but that one whiff just lets Zetterburn right in your face, and hoppyKnitz puts himself on the board now.
And that's kind of been the fun thing about this set so far, is these games have been 90 seconds max every time. Just boom, 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 boom. You don't know who's going to win going into it, but you're just like, somebody's gonna get beat down pretty hard.
Yeah, so something nasty's gonna happen. So we're gonna see Jules Veil as the counter pick. This is gonna be Squanto's pick.
No surprise, sticking with the Zetter though.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely, yeah. At this point, I feel like you just stick with Zetter for the set.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
let the chips fall where they may.
That's the worst feeling too, because like if that percent Zetter's not going to do anything, they're in charge down strong, and you just have to think about what you've done.
Oh, sure you can, baby.
DP, baby.
Oh, I get a thrill out of that move kill. Oh no, that's it. Like the Squanto able to line up these sudden axe kicks off stage, just obliterating these stocks. That's just kind of puts you on the edge of your seat every single time Hoppy is off stage.
Oh, great carry roll in from Squanto.
Yeah, that could have ended pretty devastatingly. Squanto looking to keep this juggle. Gets another edge guard, focuses on getting needles up, and just reacts to the angle and gets himself that next spike.
Poor Zetter. Poor Zetter. Oh no.
Ooh, reverse hit. Oh, and there you go. Think about what you've done. Not on fire, though, but the up air. Sweet spot. Gonna do the trick. Even stocks, with a little bit more bleeding onto hoppyKnitz, and up near the top of the stage. This is kind of that positioning where Squanto starts stealing things.
It really feels like Squanto really was like, alright, I remember how to combo Zetter. Okay. 3-1
yeah, you just needed
Squanto.
that little bit on Spirit Tree to remember, right? But Squanto closes it out with a 3-1.
I can do whatever I want.
And Squanto's like, because like his combo game obviously looks insane with all those hit falling.
It's absurd.
But then like he also has those moments of just supreme like option coverage and awareness of just how much he really needs to put out there, right? Like the fact that he just like.
It's not just combo game, it's his ability to adapt the weights too. You mentioned how like you're not going to be able to move as far as on Maple, but like look how he's been able to do as far. It's been on Penguin's Absent. It's been on the Hoppy's Maple. It's now onto Hoppy's Zetter. Like it doesn't matter what you put in front of him. This is a combo test that he's going to pass.
Mm-hmm. So coming up next, though, we do start out with our winners finals. We got the top 4 happening. We have Zaro versus Cake Assault. Yeah.
Think about it, G-Pick. We started with 424 entrants, and we are down to 4.
Like the amount of entrant, like it's easy to dismiss as like, oh, it's an online tournament, anyone can show up, but like it's still 400 people who like thought like, okay, yeah, like let's go ahead and spend Sunday playing Rivals of Aether.
Because you think about it, that's Saturday, by the way.
Saturday, right? Sorry, my bad.
But you think about it, it all blends together. Like at a normal Smash event, you could see Leo maybe play 8-9 sets, and like that's the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas now with 400 entrants and like this, it's like set after 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 set. You have to have that endurance, and we're like I said, we're at winners finals right now. Cake and Zara are going to be starting off on Merchant Port, but we do see Cake's Zetter, so back-to-back Zetter matches for us.
This makes a lot of sense to see him start out Zetter this set, right? Like we'll see how it does, but especially in context of Genesis 7, right? Like he was losing